Alright, so hey guys, welcome to the Superhero Post Show where we're talking about things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. And today I just want to talk to you guys about some quick news about Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So there have been so many questions regarding the timeline of this film. Some people, including me, had a lot of theories starting off. Like, I thought it was going to be happening. It could have happened maybe during the snap when he was actually dead, and I thought that maybe that's how they were going to do it. But obviously that wouldn't make sense, with the fact that he comes back at the end. But it's finally kind of confirmed that they actually have a time frame on when this happens. But the reality is we were all confused and we didn't know the actual timeline. So Timothy Adams had an interview with the Marvel Studios producer Nate Moore on the whole entire timeline, and this is what he said. He said, "This movie clearly happens after Spider-Man No Way Home and The Eternals. I think it probably happens potentially concurrent with Thor: Love and Thunder. New Asgard does exist in our film, and almost concurrent with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which is coming out in February/March. So obviously, to me, this makes 100% of sense, and I think that it is obviously a perfect timing, where the timeline is at. But personally, I do believe that with it happening during this time and all of that jazz, because you also got to take into consideration, right? They had to have a funeral for T'Challa after the snap. So this is going to be even more sad than that, So I really hope that this movie in general has a good balance of dealing with Chadwick Boseman's death, but also sticking to the story and making it hit. So, I really want them to dig deep into Shuri's, mind and what she's going through so she can figure that out. But in regards to the film, like I have been hearing a lot of reviews about this movie, and I heard that Namor is really the spotlight of this film, and I'm kind of expecting Namor to carry this film. To be honest with you, I honestly don't think the cast that they have can really hold down a film on their own. I do think Letitia Wright is going to step up and carry as well, but I do think Namor is going to be like the biggest carrier of this movie, mostly because he's a new character and his power level is nuts, and I heard that he does a really great job in this film. But I am super excited to see this film next week, and I can't wait to see how they kind of bring everyone into the fold. I am interested to see what they're going to do with Nakia and M'Baku and where they kind of fit into this as well. There's just so many moving pieces in this movie where it really has to work, and it has to be smooth, and it has to be very, kind of instantaneous, kind of like how Black Panther the one was. I'm not expecting it to be better than Black Panther 1, because it's not. I mean, that's most films, but I do think that it's going to be a good movie, and I hope that they honor it the right way. And I also think the other question is, right, is this the only funeral that we are going to experience? Because I do think that Queen Ramonda is also going to die to Namor, and I think there's going to be a lot of loss in this film that people really aren't prepared to see yet. I think there's going to be mad sacrifices that are going to have to be made, and I think Shuri's going to have to lose everyone for her to really become the hero that she needs to be. So, as I said, there's a lot of open-ended questions, I guess, that are for this film. How is Shuri going to take the mantle? Is she going to become the king or queen after this movie? Is she done being the Black Panther? Is M'Baku going to take the throne? Does Queen Ramonda die? Is Nakia pregnant? Does T'Challa have a son? Who's gonna be the next, guy to take it? Because I just don't think it can be Shuri forever. So yeah, there's a lot of questions that need to be figured out. Even the whole stuff with Riri coming into Wakanda, what's the deal with that? How does she get there? What is the plot line? As I said, there's so many questions, but as I said, I do believe this film is going to answer all of them, and I'm not freaking out over it. I think the main question, or I think the main key to this film working, is balance. Balance is the answer to this film being a success, and I hope and I have faith that Ryan Coogler, is going to do that in a very smooth way. But I don't expect this film to be dividing the fan base and all of that jazz. I think with the timeline that it's set in and what they're going to do, I think most people are going to like the film. All right, so tell me what you guys think. Please like and subscribe, and peace out.